they denied it.
They denied you, Princess Rhaenys. The queen who never was.
I mean, you're talking about an older person who's being overshadowed by a young girl. Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown. I'm back again. I'm not starting my House of the Dragon reaction episodes yet. I do have some recorded, probably another week until I can get edited and published. I am going to start out for this week recording a couple of the videos that I have found on YouTube. One is called Making of the Bigger and Bolder New Season, and this is a Max video. The other one, Rhaenys Targaryen's Legacy. Like I said, they're on the Max YouTube site. They're fairly short clips. One's 2 minutes, 22 seconds. The other one I think is around 6 minutes and something seconds. All right.
It's a treat to come into a second series. We got to start hot.
Nice to be back on set, to be aiming for something that's bigger and better.
We had such a brilliant reception for season 1 and wanting to go off with a bang.
We've had this goal to make it better this year, to top ourselves.
Now that you've raised the bar, you want to maintain or exceed.
The scale of season 2 has been above and beyond my expectations, at least.
Costumes feel so much bigger.
You look at all the stuff we're wearing and it took a lot of man hours to make.
In comparison to some of the Game of Thrones ones.
Massive.
Because I imagine those
Huge.
were
It goes on and on and on.
pretty freaking colossal.
It's bigger, it's badder. We've got more dragons. We've just taken it to a 10 in every department.
Yeah, it's massive. We had 2 main units, so you're shooting 2 movies every day, all at the same time.
Oh, it's very similar to a big film.
We have 5 different directing teams, 4 different DPs, and now we've got 2 units plus a splinter unit plus an elements unit, and sometimes units are splitting into 2. My brain would short out and I would just give up trying to grasp it all.
The machine was ready to go.
It's a privilege to be on these great big stages, part of this really ambitious, wonderful show.
The thing that kind of blew my mind, they built a boat and there's a seabed, so yeah.
You can build almost anything you want here.
It's huge, just the level and the scale of the sets. The number of crew, the catering figures. There's no one unit having an easy time of it.
New cast members just standing there like, oh my God.
Surrounded by such scale. Feels good, you know.
I wonder how much of it is like done in an environment similar to what they're showing versus in an environment that's completely made up. Alright, so that was the Making of the Bigger and Bolder New Set. Now we're going to do the Rhaenys Targaryen video. And this one's called Rhaenys Targaryen's Legacy. And it is 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Alright, so let's get it started.
Did your grandmother ever tell you of the night she claimed Meleys? She snuck into the dragon pit. She knew that place better than any elder. They said she could see in the dark.
My father was furious. His own mother's dragon. The fastest beast ever known, and she'd have none of him. But bent her neck to Rhaenys.
She was fierce. In love and in anger.
Princess
Rhaenys Targaryen, the queen who never was.
Cousin.
She did not always care for me.
But the men of the realm already had their opportunity to appoint a ruling queen at the Great Council, and they denied it.
They denied you, Princess Rhaenys. The queen who never was.
I mean, you're talking about an older person.
Until those fools at the Great Council plucked it from your head.
The Prince Viserys Targaryen.
He's being overshadowed by a young girl. And she doesn't know if you're up for it.
I will speak the truth, we both know.
Until later.
You should have been queen.
By all rights, you should be queen of the 7 kingdoms. You were robbed of the crown.
I never wore the crown.
Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, is she just tells it like it is, or like she sees it. I don't see it as she didn't like her. It's more like, look, I'm gonna just tell you the God's honest truth.
First blow. They force you to your knees, and I must stand alone.
But for what she gave me in the end, I'm grateful.
The word of my house is not fickle. It was ever my husband's will that Driftmark pass through Rhaenys to his true-born son, Lucerys Velaryon. His mind never changed, nor did my support of him. I came here to ask your support. Viserys is dead. Aegon has been crowned as his successor.
Alicent demanded you declare for Aegon.
She did. I refused her.
That girl destroys everything she touches.
That girl is holding the realm together at present. Every man standing round the painted table urges her to plunge the realm into war. Rhaenyra is the only one who's demonstrated restraint. A war is like to be fought over this treachery, to be sure.
Yep, until she's not exercising restraint. Which I'm sure will come.
The Greens are coming for you, Rhaenyra. And for your children. A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead. She needs to know it for certain.
She was a fool to go alone. What if Aemond were to happen upon her?
Then I would pity Aemond. This council would do well to remember that their queen wears the crown of my grandsire, Jaehaerys the Conciliator. A prudent ruler, the wisest of Targaryen kings whose reign outlasted every other. Even Aegon the Conqueror's. Soon they will not even remember what it was that began the war in the first place.
That is easy enough. They usurped my throne.
That is one answer. Or was it when the child was beheaded? Or when Aemond killed Luke? Or when Luke took Aemond's eye? There may be another way. Alicent Hightower. You are wiser than I believed you to be. Alicent Hightower.
A true queen counts the cost to her people.
And yet you toil still in service to men. Your father, your husband, your son. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison.
She speaks the wisest words.
On the Iron Throne. We will not let the Queen falter. You must send me, Your Grace. Meleys is your largest dragon and no stranger to battle.
And that's gonna be her downfall.
I will meet Cole.
Then we must hope to see our way forward in time.
And if there is no time, we are at war, Corlys. There is
She
no
looks
war
so
so
tired.
hateful to the gods as a war between kin. And no war so bloody as a war between dragons.
Rhaenys was not only your wife, not a thing to be taken from you. She was a Targaryen princess, the queen who never was, and she flew to Rook's Rest of her own will, in defense of her kin.
And she died.
She died as she would have wished to die, with honor, in Dragonfire.
I know about this because of the books.
What is this brief mortal life?
But
if not the
I knew
pursuit of
this
legacy.
was coming.
Legacy may be why you live your life, Corlys.
I grieve my grandmother who loved me, but I
I'll
carry
just
her
be
on
glad to
with
see
me.
how they carry
I will
it out
see
and
Rhaenyra
everything.
ascend the Iron Throne, as Rhaenys wished. As Rhaenys herself should have.
Nice. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.